Hello, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see from the footage already put out, we are currently up on the Northumberland coastline. So this is the last big run of mine and Lisa's ultramarathon training for the Kingdom of Northumbria Ultra. Today we were supposed to be running 24 miles, but we added it up, rounded it up, and we decided we'd do a marathon. So we've parked up at Bamburgh Castle and we're going to run some of the Kingdom of Northumbria route along to Craster, which is an absolutely beautiful part of the world, and then turn around and head back. I just wanted at least to see some of it, get an idea of what's coming, and yeah, also just get that marathon distance put to bed. So like I say, it's left some lasting scars from once you ran Manchester. You had a bad experience that day. But yeah, I'll bring you back later and show you some more of the beautiful scenery along the coast. Yes. Get a little wave, Lisa. Give her a wave. They're very strong. 6.5 mile in. Currently averaging around about 10 minute mile pace. Moving well. Just see Bamburgh Castle in the distance there. Such an amazing part of the world. Oh no! Right.
What's that?
That's it. Stuck with everything, yeah. Right. Keep moving. Right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, and there's more. Let's get off to this side.
Whoa.
That's a bit rough. A little bit sketchy. We're back in the game. almost at the halfway point. See coastline in the distance. And we've got Lisa, who's absolutely smashing it. How are we feeling?
Tough.
It's meant to be tough. You go tougher. That's it. We'll keep going. Now it's time to turn around and start counting down the miles. It's all about those little mental battles, little ways to set yourself up to succeed on things like this. Just break it up into bite-sized chunks. We'll bring you back soon. So as you've just seen from the drone footage, just ran into Cresta, that's halfway. Well, a little bit over halfway, but not much. So yeah, turn around, do it all again. Pop, pop, pop. So we are now at mile 19, I believe. So this is also Ryan's first marathon distance today. He's also taken on the Kingdom of Northumbria. All four of us who are out here today are doing the event. So like I say, Ryan was saying there, he's only ever ran 2-3 half marathons before. So today he's going to make that 5. But yeah, the trails, they're just a different kettle of fish altogether really. If you haven't ran trails before, it's certainly not advisable to just jump straight in expecting to perform over similar distances to what you do on the road on a marathon, on the trails, because it's just simply not going to happen. The energy it takes from your muscles, it just takes it so much quicker. And yeah, it's just a different ball game altogether really. But these guys are flying. Ryan just said his legs are going, or they're gone. which isn't the case you think they are, but you've just got to defy that and keep moving. Lisa, she's found it really tough. It's been a baptism of fire, but a baptism of fire that she's risen to, and she's really doing well. But yeah, bring it back soon. Still smiling.
Lap 20, 12:50.
So to go back to when Lisa ran Manchester Marathon, there was so many things, but she had got that gait analysis done, which was wrong in the shop, gave her the wrong shoes. Her knee, her ankle, everything just in pain. She had trained in them twice before the race, and she said it doesn't feel right, something's wrong. Turns out they had given her shoes for a Nova Prenator, and she was neutral. Told her that she was a Nova Prenator. Completely wrong. I was there when the analysis was done. It was terrible. It wasn't a gait analysis at all, to be honest. So yeah. Anyway, obviously then on top of that, just running the marathon's tough. So we went from coast to 5k to 8 months later running a marathon was incredibly tough. And with that in mind, she did remarkably well just to get that done. But she managed to finish it, and I think she finished it in 5:25, 5:30. Last 10k was when she broke, which I've just reminded her about there now. And she cried and walked basically most of the last 10k across the line in tears. I was so proud of her, but it was such a horrible sight. Just, that's my wife. To say her like that was awful. And what should be like a hugely proud moment, she was just so disappointed, so deflated and crestfallen. But here she is now, running trails, 21 miles in, and she's well ahead of that marathon pace, looking to probably hit around the 5-hour mark for a marathon on a coastal trail run, which, when you see the conditions we've been in today, absolutely howling. It's rained for 6 weeks over here, and you can tell. That's the best I can say for it, really. We know it's been raining over here for 6 weeks as well. So yeah, she's absolutely smashed it, but she's going to get it done, and she will not be broken this time. I'll bring you back soon. Come on, let's go. Let's see that smile. There she is, still smiling. Let's go. Coming up to 23 miles, still moving really well, motoring along, looking very strong, just healing all the wounds from Manchester Marathon, filling myself with confidence, and most importantly, still smiling. Well, yeah, that's it, just about done now. Just got to see it out. Set a little target there, see if we can get the last 3.5 miles done in 40 minutes, which will then put her on 5 hours and gives her a half-an-hour PB in the marathon, but on trails. Some achievement, and that is that put to bed. Come on! 24.1 miles. See the castle, nearly there. Just trying to pull her along now. She's doing amazing. Yeah, so for anybody who's watching this who might be doing this year, well, in 3 weeks. I did this last year, and of course, if you're watching any videos on that, it was super foggy, but it was alright, kind of really dry. It was great, to be fair, but I would probably suggest there's very little chance that this is going to dry out fully. anywhere near fully before the event takes place in 3 weeks, and it is flooded in places, super bad. So it might be worth, if you're pretty local, coming up, having a walk around some of the parts of the course. Now, again, we've only ran from Bamburgh to Craster and then back. There was one part which was pretty reminiscent of some cross countries I've taken part in. Super flooded. We had to go through the bushes at one point in some sort of makeshift path, literally through the brambles. But obviously on the day it'll be a race line, get through it as quick as you can. But yes, I mean, it's probably a foot of water for large parts of the paths on that section. Really slippery across from Bamburgh Castle to Craster for that 2 mile stretch. Incredibly slippery. I went over, and from, is it Beaton? Might have been Sea Houses, I can't remember now. Where you come out of the caravan park, and then you come across some quite lumpy field area, cows fields. That was really quite boggy as well. So yeah, over a 13 mile stretch, some seriously wet, slippery, boggy and flooded areas, and I can't see that being fully dried out, or nearly fully dried out, between now and then, to be honest. But yeah, that was just a little bit of information on the course from me, and I'll get back to shouting at my wife and listening to her threaten to nut me, although she's only done it once today. She did tell us to something off. Couldn't quite make out what the first word was, but yeah, I'll get back to that, and I'll bring you back when we're done. What was that? Huh? And that is a marathon on the trails along the Northumberland coast. Done. So proud.
Thank you.
So that's it. We're done. Heading home now. Just grabbed ourselves a little bit of food, because every time we do a long run, we finish and we think, why didn't we just put some food in the car? But anyway, yeah, so Lisa, we've checked, and she took 22 minutes off her marathon time. She ran Manchester in a time of like 5:28. Like I say, the last 10k she basically walked most of it, crying, broken, a bit beaten. And I mean, that in itself was huge. To have went from couch to 5k to running a marathon in 8 months. It just sounds ridiculous when you say it, to be honest. So yeah, that in itself was brilliant. But she was probably a little underprepared, and there was a good few factors, like I say, the trainers and everything else. But here we are, ran a trail, and we went full preparation, no stone left unturned. She's been heavy in the legs department with the weight training and the HIIT sessions consistently. And yeah, I mean, what's it been, 19 weeks now? No. 19 weeks that she's been doing the long runs for. Starting off, like I say, with just a 1 hour run. We just kept them going at like 10.5 minute mile pace. Got to a point where we started to introduce, like, we went along the coast, along like Tynemouth, Whitley Bay, colour coach, which still doesn't replicate what you've got there today, as she's found today. She had no idea that it was going to be that tough. But we introduced stairs in Tynemouth and stuff like that. So just running around in a loop and just going up the stairs, coming back down, going up the stairs, build that strength in the quads and the calves and stuff. but also just getting the elevation into the run, and run on a little bit of fatigue, introducing that into the runs, and then we've, you know, it's been slightly a slight amount of elevation in there, but nothing. Like it wasn't really elevation today, was it? It was the terrain that really done the job, wasn't it? And it was so wet. Like I say, I mean, it has. Anybody watching this in the northeast will know it has rained relentlessly up here since not long after Christmas. If the truth be told, oh God, look at my hair. But yeah. So yeah, it was basically the terrain that zapped our legs. Obviously the elevation made a bit of a difference, but there's not loads of elevation on this route. It was just so sodden, and she's not used to running from. Yeah, she's not used to going from road to trail to gravel path to sand dune to fields. And all of that kind of is all quite pitted and stuff like that as well, like, and it's so uneven. And yeah, it was a bit of a baptism of fire, but she rose to it, and here we are with a 22-minute personal best. She ran that today in 5:06. Just no surrender. I just got it done, and there was points where I could see she was really starting to worry, and I could say it was beyond doubt. It was becoming like. She was starting to believe that she wasn't going to be able to do this, but of course you can do this. That's all part of it. The mental battle. It's the overcoming your own mind. That's the best part, isn't it? Like, after you've done it, it's like proved that wrong.
First half marathon.
And you'll build a lot of strength from that now. So she'll go into the event knowing what she's got coming. Get that out of the way. She won't have that level of doubt again. And now she knows, all you've got to do is you've got to just drag yourself along for another 7 mile after what you've done today, and she's more than capable of doing that. She's got that in her, and she knows that, doesn't she? But yeah, thank you for watching. Just basically a basic training video today, but it was a beautiful area, so I thought we'd bring you along. Now it's just taper down, eat, and be a lady of luxury until 3 weeks time, when we get the event on the go, and I'll bring you back for that on the day. Thanks for watching.